Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm laughing because you're not going to see the part that we edited out before this. Drayden, good to see you. Justin and Corrine and the kids are there. This is awesome. Thank you very much. Samuel and William. Biddy biddy boo boo boom. I'm in a good mood. I woke up very early. For me, I woke up at about just before 6 o'clock, so 5:54, I think. And I got up and started doing some stuff because my brain was like, do this, write this down, and I did. And then I had to take Kyler, or not Kyler, Big Kyler, Joshy. We'll call him Big Joshy Kyler. We call Joshy, took my oldest boy. I needed to go to drop his car off because somebody smashed his window. What? If you don't smash a window, that's not nice. And then I just been doing stuff and writing and creating and reading. And I found a book that I didn't know I had to read to you. I'm in a happy mood. I love being in a happy mood. Hey, and Miss Christie's here talking about happy moods. Hello, Miss Christie. There you go. Look at that. My beard looks like it. This side looks like, oh, I had time to groom it. And this side looks, what are you doing with your hand? All I can hear is your hand going like that on my, and this side looks like I maybe combed it with a cat in a balloon. Like that. Art Alexander. Hey, buddy. How are you? Well, I'm going to read you some books, and then we're going to have some little discussion about something. I'm not sure. It'll come into my head, I'm sure. And then, let's do that. 5 minutes of me talking. That's a hard one to open. I've been working out and everything. There you go. That is orange tea. Orange tea. Danica, my niece Danica lent me this. Hey, Gonza was there for a second. Hey, Gonz. Andrew's loose tooth. Andrew's loose tooth. Oh, her name is Chewbacca. Oh, the dog's name is Chewbacca. I can't do it on a Chewbacca. Nope, I can't do it. Who am I, Greg Morton? That's what I'm saying. You want to see a very funny thing about Star Wars? See Greg Morton. He does Star Wars in like a minute. It's awesome. And then a book that I remember reading when I was a kid, or maybe I read it to Josh. I don't remember how old this book is, but it's called Boy Soup. That's what I'm going to read. Let's read Andrew's Loose Tooth first. Here we go. Do-do-do-do-do. Andrew's Loose Tooth. And it is by Robert Munsch. And it's a Scholastic book. Thank you very much for Scholastic for letting me read this book. That's the part we have to say that. And Danica lent me this book. I said that already. So here we go. When Andrew came downstairs, there were 3 big red apples in the middle of the table. Even though he had a loose tooth, he decided to eat an apple. So he reached out, picked up an apple, shined it on his shirt, and took a bite and yelled, "Yow! Mommy, do something about the tooth that hurts so much I can't even eat my apple." Andrew's mother opened up his mouth and looked inside and said, ooh, she said, "It's a loose tooth. I know what to do." And she took a hold of the tooth with both hands and pulled as hard as she could. But the tooth did not come out. "Oh, Andrew," she said, "I can't get that tooth out. Why don't you try another apple? That might make your tooth come out." I just love this. He's bent over the chair like, "I can try to pull this out. This is ridiculous." He's got his feet. He's got his feet like braced right against her. Like, okay, give it a pull hard. So Andrew reached out, picked up an apple, shined it on his shirt, and took a bite and yelled, "Ow! Daddy, do something about this tooth. It hurts so much I can't even eat my apple." So Andrew's father opened up his mouth and looked inside. "Ooh, he said. It's a loose tooth. I know what to do. He got a big pair of pliers and took a hold of Andrew's tooth. Then he put his foot on Andrew's nose and pulled as hard as he could. But the tooth did not come out. "Oh, Andrew," he said, "this tooth is stuck. Why don't you try another apple? That might make the tooth come out." So Andrew reached out, picked up an apple, shined it on his shirt, took a bite, and yelled, "Yow! Mommy, Daddy, do something about this tooth. It hurts so much, I can't even eat my apple." So they called the dentist, which is what I would have done in the first place, before the pliers. That's just me. The dentist came in a shiny black car. He opened up Andrew's mouth and looked inside and said, "Oh, it's a loose tooth. I know what to do." 555 tooth. You see this is like, tooth emergency. Ooh, it's a loose tooth. I know what to do. And he took out a long rope and he tied one end to Andrew's tooth.
I would be checking the dentist's medical papers.
Yes.
If he
May I please see if you're actually a dentist, please? Let me see your license. That's your driver's license. No. That's your fishing license. No. That's your license to kill. What? He got a big, long rope, and he tied one end to Andrew's tooth, and Andrew said, "I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to do. You're going to tie the end of the rope to the door, and you're going to slam the door." "No," said the dentist. "I'm going to tie it to my car." Not a real dentist, I don't think. So, he tied the other end of the rope to his car and drove away as fast as he could. When he got to the end of the rope, the car fell apart. The dentist stood there holding the steering wheel. This is hilarious. The tooth is just there going, "Yeah, dude, I'm not ready to come out of the mouth yet, so you can tie whatever you want around me and try to pull me out. But I'm not ready, because that's it. I'm a bicuspid, and I am not ready to come out there. I might be an incisor, I don't know. I can't see myself, because I can't see myself in the mirror. But anyway, that's the tooth, the whole tooth, and nothing but the tooth." When Andrew's mother and father and the dentist all said, "Oh, Andrew, that tooth will never come out. You just can't eat your breakfast." Andrew sat out on the front yard looking very sad. His best friend Louis came by. "Andrew, what's the matter, man?" "Oh," said Andrew, "my mother can't get this tooth out. My father can't get this tooth out. The dentist can't get his tooth out. And I can't eat my breakfast." Ooh, said Louis. "I know what to do." So Louis went into Andrew's house and called the tooth fairy on the phone. I don't know where he got the number. He might have Googled it. The tooth fairy roared right away on a large motorcycle. Andrew looked at the tooth fairy and said, "If you think you're going to use a motorcycle to pull out my tooth, you are nuts." "What do you think I am?" said the tooth fairy. "A dentist?" She pulled Andrew's tooth with one hand. The tooth did not come out. She pulled Andrew's tooth with two hands, and the tooth did not come out. she got a large hammer off her motorcycle and clanged Andrew's tooth. The hammer broke into 2 pieces, and the tooth still did not come out. Incredible, said the tooth fairy. This is the first tooth that I can't pull out. I guess you just can't eat your breakfast. Hold it, Lewis said. I have an idea. Lewis went into Andrew's house and got a pepper shaker. Then he pushed back Andrew's head and sprinkled pepper up Andrew's nose. And Andrew went, and sneezed his tooth all the way across town. I love the fact that it's going through the newspaper, right? And through the donut hole. That's awesome. And around a can. That was because, tooths have GPS. Oh, yes, teeths do. You can't say tooths. Tooths. But the tooth let's take these lips off. All right, well, put the new ones out of my pocket here.
That's the last set of new lips that we have, Tazzy, so you have to be careful with them.
Like them on lips. Oh, I had them on upside down. So the last set of lips, we'll order more. We can order them.
But everything's delayed.
Everything's delayed, but if I lose these lips, I can't talk. Hands off my lips. But the tooth fairy still got her tooth. She's evil Knieveling to get the tooth. Ladies and gentlemen, there she is. She's got the tooth. The tooth fairy. That's my tooth. And that's me being silly with a book written by Robert Munsch. Well, you're still here. Oh. Bum 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 bum. That's from I Dream a Genie. There's something you can look up if you want. So that's a very silly book about having
him eating his apples.
Oh, sorry. At the very end, he could eat the apples because there you go, Miss Christie. He ate all the apples, and ironically, a doctor didn't come by.
Also, if your dentist proposes that, do not agree.
If a dentist says to you, like Dr. Robert Grant is my dentist, and not once has he ever said, hey, you know what, Taz, I think, because that's not his accent, he would go, no, Taz, I don't think we need to use a rope on this tooth. I think we can do that, and by the way, you're supposed to be flossing. That's what he would say to me. Ooh, this one's called Boy Soup, and it's written by Loris Lesynski. There you go, Loris Lesynski. Oh, and Michael Marchenko, the same person that did the pictures for the Robert Munsch books. There we go. Yeah, there. Same thing. Okay. Here we go. Go to read the Boy Soup. This is a Boy Soup book. It is by Children's Book Center. Thank you very much for Children's Book Center for letting me read this book. Oh, this must be one that I read to Kyler, maybe. It says that it's only copyright 2008, but I thought this book was a lot older. Well, what do I know? Hello, Spencer. How are you, buddy? You're not late. You're just here in time to read Boy Soup. So here we go. You ready, Spence? Okay. Flossing is your jam. Well, that's awesome. Jamming is my floss. I don't know what that means.
You're not supposed to use jam as dental floss.
You can use jam as dental floss. Why do you think I have to have dental floss? Did I tell you that the other day my tooth was bugging me and I had to get something out? It was a bristle from a toothbrush. So now
that might tell you it's time for a new toothbrush.
Oh, it might be time to tell me to stop flossing the teeth and then read a book. Giant woke up with a big hurting head. I'm sore, I am sick, and I feel awful, he said. He coughed, moving mountains. He hacked, causing quakes. He said with a whimper, my everything aches. Groaning, he shoveled his blankets aside and reached for his giant's home medical guide. With sofa-sized fingers, he leafed through the book, and in between sneezes, so loud that he shook, he found all his symptoms. Page 71. Queasiness, wheeziness, cough begun, completely deleted, intending to droop. The prescription? A bowl of boy soup. Can't be, said the giant. Would be a total disgrace. But a big greedy grin spread all over his face. Of course, if I'm ill, that's a decent excuse. I think the broth of a good boy could produce. A sweet boy, a neat boy, a boy so delicious, a giant might find himself licking the dishes. One buttery boy, or better, a group, half a dozen lads would make a wonderful boy soup.
I don't know, all those stinky feet.
Catching the boys was easy as pie. He stretched down his thick giant arm through the sky. He rested his hand on top of a tree where the children were playing, and they just didn't see that the branch they were grabbing could grab them too late. That's how the giant got 5 boys. Oh, and Kate. Start there. Pretty sure the book is older, copyright 1996. Oh, okay, maybe 1996, because that would mean that I've been reading it to Joshy. That's right. Why should I feel guilty? The giant began, when 6 angry children protested his plan. It's here authorized in a medical book. Kate said, before supper, can I take a look? Well, she's safe because she's a girl. It's boy soup. She read every word in the faded ink and said, may I have just a minute to think? But, no, snapped the giant. Boys, into the pot. I've got chills and a fever. I'm cold, then I'm hot. And then, with a thunderous spat, he blew his nose as the boys shook with fear from the head to their toes. Kate racked her brain at a furious rate to save all their friends from this hideous fate. The giant was ready, and how could they flee? How could they flee with the 10 rubber run shoes? Their 10 rubber running shoes. That was the key. Just as the giant came closer to scoop the lads for his horrible medicinal soup, Kate gave a signal, the tiniest look. The boys understood. They leapt to the book, and they started to dance, half shuffle, half run, and jog back and forth on page 71. Up the page, down the page, sidestep, repeat. Up the page, down the page, sidestep, repeat. Till most of the words were erased by their feet. Now I can't check it, the giant complained. But Kate said, I've read it. I'll gladly explain. The book is quite clearly, of this I am sure, boy soup is made by boys. That's the cure. But, sniffled the giant, I thought boys went in it. I think I'm confused. Could you give me a minute? Oh, no, said Kate. You're too sick, don't you know? We have to work fast. Come on, fellas, let's go. You have to work fast, don't you know? Come on, fellas, let's go. Boys cooked the carrots. The boys boiled peas. They seasoned the soup with a handful of fleas. They put in some mud, some thick yellow glue, a generous dollop of dandruff shampoo. Kate poured in pepper, hot sauce, really, really rotten bananas, and candy floss, sour green pickles, and beans in the can, all simmering together as part of the plan. And oh, the aroma, like a skunk in a pot. Kate smiled her sweetest and served it up hot. In between snuffles, the giant took sips from a spoon trembling close to his big hairy lips. He scowled in suspicion, but took one more taste with a huge doughy tongue, much the color of paste. He tipped the whole pot full of soup down his throat, sat back, and sighed, till he started to bloat. And the pepper, the mud, and the pickles combined, the giant let out the most terrible whine. Sammy and Jack, are you watching too? And spit out the soup with so mighty a blast, it blew all the children down homeward at last. Great, now I'm going to smell like giant stink mouth. Saliva. Kate and the fellas were dented but sound when they landed back home on familiar ground. They needed new sneakers and something to do to get over the shock of what they'd been through. The giant was not who they wanted to feed, but they liked the cooking with Kate in the lead. So they opened up a boys' restaurant as a group and served almost everything but not boys' soup. One day at the diner, a delivery came, an extra-large envelope bearing Kate's name. The giant had written, "I did get your letter. Thank you for asking. I am feeling better." That Minnesota book was from long, long ago. They boiled little boys back then. Even though you're right that it's wrong, I guess that I knew it. But feeling so sick made me tempted to do it. Oh, I'm glad that you tricked me. I would have felt bad when I later realized I've eaten a lad. I've told all the giants, no boy soup for me. I've told all the giants, no boy soup for me. Sorry again, yours sincerely, Big G. No boy soup. No boy soup for you. Whoop. There you go.
The name of our next restaurant.
Yeah, no boy soup. Oh, there you go. There me reading and being silly there. No boy soup. I like the way they tricked the giant, right? Just using the sneakers to erase the words. Kate was very smart. Have to use your brain. So that's what you're going to do today. Go use your brain. Go use your brain. Exercise your brain. Have some fun. It's a school day, so make sure that you do whatever schoolwork is assigned to you. Get it over with and do your very best. And if you don't know how to do it, don't be afraid to ask for help. Mom, dad, or somebody around can help, or maybe even, get a friend to help. I had to help Kyler with his homework the other day, and then it was French homework, and I don't speak French, so he had to call his mom and then ask some friends. That's the way it works. And be happy, be safe, and be silly. Be silly. But remember when it's time to be silly, right? When it's time to use your brain, maybe not the best time to be silly, right? But exercise your brain, exercise your body, do the monkey dance. Then have a banana if you feel like it. Do whatever you want. And it's okay to get mad, it's okay to get sad, and it's okay to get frustrated with the people around you, because sometimes that'll just happen. But Right. ABK. Always be kind. That's what I always want. That's all I want you to do. Always be kind. Because you know what? If you're always kind in every situation, as much as you would rather be upset or be angry or be mean, if you're always kind, then life will be so much more lovely for everybody, won't it? And be you. Because nobody else can be a better version of you than you are. So here's what you need to do. Be you. Be the best version of you that you can. Yeah, and if you're not being the best version of you, just step back and go, okay, I'm not doing the best thing that I can be. Then you can apologize to somebody if you've hurt their feelings or made them angry or whatever, and then go and be the better version of you the next time. That's all. And you don't have to be perfect. We're not asking you to be perfect because nobody's perfect. Big announcement. Big announcement. Nobody's perfect. No, nobody's perfect. I made lots of errors today. Nobody needs to be perfect. And guess what? In our world, in Miss Christie's world, and Weebe's world, in all that you say and all that you do, you never have to be perfect. You've just got to be you. So, lots of love from Miss Christie and I. From our family to your family. Have a great day. I'll see you tonight. And, that's about it. Hey, don't forget to tell the people around you how much you love and adore them. So I will talk to you soon. This is me pressing the button to end this thing. Boop.